Be me. 26 years old, work night shift at a data center. Basically a glorified janitor for servers instead of floors. Never had a girlfriend, barely have friends. Spend most of my time on Reddit and playing old JRPG games. Closest thing to a social life is arguing about Evangelion endings on 4chan at 3 a.m. One day, I'm at the local game store buying used copies of Persona games when I see her. She's standing in the anime section, muttering to herself while organizing the Blu-rays by release date instead of alphabetically. Employee looks annoyed but doesn't say anything. She's wearing an oversized Cowboy Bebop hoodie, cargo pants with like 15 pockets, and has her hair in 2 messy buns. I grab my games and head to checkout when I hear her talking to the cashier. You have the Azumanga Daioh collection mislabeled as 2002, but it was actually released in 2009 for the US market. The Japanese release was 2002. This is factually incorrect and needs to be fixed. Cashier looks dead inside. I'll let my manager know. When will it be fixed? I come here every Saturday at 2 p.m. and I need to know if it will be corrected by next week. I'm watching this interaction like it's a nature documentary. She pays for her stuff and leaves. The cashier immediately pulls out his phone to text someone, probably complaining. Next Saturday, I'm back at the same store because they're having a sale on retro games. It's 2:15 p.m. and she walks in exactly on schedule. Makes a beeline for the anime section. Checks if the label was fixed. Looks satisfied when it was. I'm browsing the RPG section when she appears next to me. Persona 3 FES or Persona 3 Portable? I'm startled because I didn't notice her approach. FES for the full experience, Portable if you want the female protagonist route. Her eyes light up. Correct answer. Most people just say FES without understanding the mechanical differences and narrative variations. She starts explaining the differences between the two versions in extreme detail, complete with frame data and dialogue trees. I'm actually impressed by how much she knows. We end up talking for like 45 minutes about Persona, then Shin Megami Tensei, then JRPG mechanics in general. Her name is Maya, she's 24, works from home doing data analysis for some medical research company. I don't have to interact with people much, which is ideal because most people are exhausting and don't follow logical conversation patterns. Most relatable thing I've ever heard. We exchange Discord handles. She adds me immediately and then sends me a 2,000-word essay about why Persona 2 is underrated. Over the next few weeks, we message constantly. She sends me tier lists of anime openings, detailed breakdowns of why certain game mechanics are objectively superior, and random facts about her special interests. Current special interests: vintage synthesizers, marine biology, specifically regarding octopi, and the history of internet memes pre-2010. One night at 1 a.m. she messages, "Do you want to watch me play Hollow Knight? I'm attempting a no-hit run." Hell yeah, I do. We voice chat while she plays. She's incredibly good, but also narrates every decision. I'm using the sharp shadow charm because the dash damage is optimal for this boss pattern. Some people prefer quick slash, but they're wrong. She's not arrogant, just stating what she believes are facts. We do this every few nights. Sometimes she watches me play stuff. We fall into an easy routine. One day she messages, "I think we should date. We have compatible interests and communication patterns. Are you interested, yes or no?" Most direct confession ever. I panic for like 30 minutes before responding yes. Excellent. I've never had a boyfriend before, so I researched optimal dating strategies. We should meet in person for a scheduled activity. Are you free Saturday at 2 p.m.? Of course she wants to meet at her usual time. We agree to meet at a local coffee shop that she's vetted for acceptable noise levels and seating arrangements. Saturday comes and I'm nervous as hell. Show up 10 minutes early. She's already there, sitting at a corner table away from everyone. She's wearing the same Cowboy Bebop hoodie, different cargo pants, and has a notebook in front of her. I sit down and she immediately opens the notebook. I made a list of conversation topics so we don't have awkward silences. Topic 1. Favorite video game soundtracks and why? I'll start. Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross have objectively perfect soundtracks. This is the weirdest date ever, but also kind of perfect. We talk for 3 hours straight. She barely makes eye contact, but when she does, it's intense. She stims by tapping her fingers in patterns on the table, sometimes hums without realizing it. When the coffee shop starts getting crowded, she gets visibly uncomfortable. Too many people, too much noise. We should leave. We walk to a nearby park that's mostly empty because it's cold as hell, early December weather hitting hard. She's more relaxed outside even though it's freezing. I don't experience temperature the same way neurotypical people do. Cold doesn't bother me much. She's just walking in her hoodie while I'm shivering in my winter coat. We sit on a bench, and she pulls out her phone. I want to show you my octopus facts collection. Did you know octopi have 3 hearts and blue blood? She shows me a carefully organized folder with hundreds of octopus images and facts. I'm learning more about octopi than I ever thought I would. Most people think my interests are weird. My last friend stopped talking to me because I talked about octopi too much, which is a subjective measure and therefore invalid criticism. She seems hurt despite her logical framing. I think octopi are cool as hell, show me more. She smiles, actually smiles, and it's like the sun coming out. Shows me more octopus stuff, then her synthesizer collection photos, then her vintage meme archive. We're on that bench for another 2 hours until it's getting dark. This was a successful first date. Same time next week? We start dating officially, which mostly means we hang out every Saturday at 2 p.m. and Discord call every night. She's very specific about her routines and I learn to work around them. Dates are always planned in advance with clear itineraries. Physical affection is negotiated beforehand. She tells me exactly what kind of touch is okay and when. Hand-holding is acceptable after 6 p.m. Hugs are okay if you announce them first. Kissing requires a 3-second warning. It's like dating someone with a user manual, and honestly, it's easier than trying to guess what someone wants. 1 month into dating, she messages me. I've noticed you have poor social skills. This is acceptable to me, but I think I can help you improve. Excuse me, what? I've been studying social interaction patterns for years to mask effectively. I can teach you. The irony of my autistic girlfriend offering to teach me social skills is not lost on me. Sure, why not? That weekend, she shows up at my apartment with a whiteboard she bought specifically for this. Lesson 1, eye contact duration and frequency. She set up the whiteboard with diagrams and percentages. Neurotypical people expect eye contact 60-70% of the time during conversation, but not continuous because that's threatening. I'll demonstrate. She proceeds to stare at me without blinking for 30 seconds. This is wrong. Don't do this. I'm trying not to laugh because she's so serious. Now you try the correct amount. We spend an hour with her timing my eye contact with a stopwatch. You're looking at my forehead, not my eyes. Neurotypicals can tell the difference. This is the weirdest thing I've ever done, but she's so earnest about helping. Lesson 2 the next week, small talk protocols. Small talk follows predictable patterns, weather, weekend plans, non-controversial current events. I'll show you the flowchart. She's made an actual flowchart of small talk conversations. We role-play different scenarios, she plays various characters. I'm Jim from accounting, it's Monday morning. Initiate small talk. Hey Jim, how was your weekend? Good. Watch the game. Your response? Cool. Which game? Wrong. You don't actually care about the game. You say nice, and then talk about your weekend. I'm learning that small talk is even more fake than I thought. She makes me practice with her for hours, correcting my tone and word choices. You sound sarcastic when you say, that's interesting, but you're not trying to be sarcastic. You need to modulate your tone up at the end. By the end, I can do passable small talk, but it feels like learning a foreign language. Lesson 3, reading facial expressions. She's printed out hundreds of photos of faces. This is happy, this is sad, this is angry, this is constipated, but people mistake it for concerned. I can't tell the difference between half of them. You're terrible at this. We need to practice more. She makes flashcards and quizzes me randomly throughout our calls. Quick, what emotion is this? And she makes a face. Disgusted? No, disappointed. Disgust has more nose wrinkle. This goes on for weeks. I'm slowly getting better, but it's exhausting. One night during our call, she seems off. What's wrong? Nothing is wrong. Everything is fine. Her voice is flat, flatter than usual. Maya, I know you well enough to know something is wrong. Long silence. I had to go to the office today for a mandatory meeting. There were 47 people in the conference room. The lights were fluorescent. Someone was eating chips loudly. I had to mask for 4 hours straight. I'm very tired. She sounds exhausted in a way I haven't heard before. Do you want to just exist on call without talking? Yes, please. We stay on call in silence for 2 hours while she plays Stardew Valley and I browse Reddit. Eventually she speaks again. Thank you for not making me explain why I needed silence. Most people don't understand that social interaction is exhausting even when you're good at it. I get it, trust me. She hums a little, one of her happy stims. December is getting intense. Holiday season means everything is crowded and loud and decorated. Maya hates it. Why do stores play music at volumes that are clearly harmful? Why are there lights everywhere? Why do people insist on small talk about holiday plans when they don't actually care? We're at the mall because she needs to buy presents for her family and insisted I come for social skills field training. The mall is packed. Christmas music is blasting. There's a screaming kid near the fountain. I can see Maya getting overwhelmed. Her stimming increases. She's tapping her leg rapidly, humming louder. Do you want to leave? No, I need to complete my shopping list. I have a system. She pulls out a detailed spreadsheet on her phone with store locations, gift items, and estimated times. We're in store 3 of 12 when she freezes in the middle of the aisle. People are pushing past us. Someone bumps into her. Her breathing is getting faster. Shit, she's heading for a meltdown. I gently guide her out of the store and find a quiet corner near the emergency exit stairwell. She sits down on the floor, puts her hood up, rocks back and forth. I sit next to her, not touching, just present. After maybe 10 minutes, she stops rocking. I'm sorry, I miscalculated my tolerance threshold. Don't apologize. This place is sensory hell even for me. I ruined the field training. Maya, you're not a training program. You're my girlfriend. It's okay to get overwhelmed. She's quiet for a bit. I wanted to help you improve your social skills so you could have more friends and opportunities. But I can't even handle a mall during Christmas season. How can I teach you anything? Oh damn, she's been putting pressure on herself. You've already helped me a lot. I can do small talk. Now I'm better at eye contact. I understand facial expressions more. That's huge. But you're still awkward and you don't have other friends. Because I don't want other friends. I like hanging out with you, playing games, talking about stupid internet drama and anime. She looks at me, actually makes sustained eye contact. You're not disappointed that I'm like this? Like what? Autistic? Maya, that's just who you are. I don't want you to be different. Her eyes are getting watery. Oh no, I've never seen her cry before. Everyone always wants me to be different. My parents wanted me to be normal. My old co-workers wanted me to be more social. That friend who left wanted me to talk about normal things. Tears are running down her face now and she looks angry about it. I hate crying. It's a useless physiological response. It's okay to cry. It's not okay. Crying is weakness. Says who? She doesn't have an answer for that. I slowly reach out my hand, give her the 3-second warning she taught me, and hug her. She tenses up for a moment, then relaxes, crying into my shoulder. We're sitting in a mall stairwell while she has a breakdown, and I'm realizing that she's been masking so hard to teach me that she's been neglecting her own needs. After she calms down, we leave the mall. I'll finish shopping online. The mall was a tactical error. We go back to my apartment and she immediately puts on her comfort show, a nature documentary about ocean life. She lies on my couch in her cocoon position, wrapped in a blanket burrito, with only her face visible. Can you make the popcorn the way I like it? Exactly 3 minutes in the microwave, salt but no butter, in the blue bowl. I make it exactly how she wants. Bring it over with water in her specific cup. She eats popcorn while watching octopi swim around and narrating facts. Octopi can taste with their arms. They have chemoreceptors on their suckers. She's calming down, getting back to baseline. I sit on the other end of the couch, not crowding her space. I'm sorry for crying at the mall. Don't be. You needed to cry. I'm supposed to be teaching you social skills, not having meltdowns. Maya, can I tell you something? She nods, still watching the TV. I don't actually care about being more social. I took your lessons because you were excited about teaching me, and I like spending time with you. But I'm fine being awkward. She pauses the documentary, looks at me. You participated in social skills training just to humor me? I mean, I did learn useful stuff. But yeah, mostly I just wanted to make you happy. She processes this for a moment. That's actually very sweet, but also inefficient. We wasted hours on training you didn't need. It wasn't wasted. We hung out and you got to info dump about social patterns. You love analyzing that stuff. She considers this. That's true. I do enjoy breaking down social behaviors into logical systems. See, win-win. She unburrows one arm from her blanket cocoon and reaches for my hand. You're a good boyfriend even though you're socially incompetent. Thanks. You're a good girlfriend even though you cry about your own crying. She laughs. Actual, genuine laughter. We watch ocean documentaries for the rest of the night. Next week, she announces we're doing field training again, but different. Instead of me teaching you normie social skills, we're going to practice autistic social skills. What's the difference? Autistic social skills are superior. Direct communication, special interest sharing, parallel play, and no pointless small talk. She's made another whiteboard presentation. Lesson 1. Info dumping etiquette. When someone shares their special interest, you listen and ask relevant questions. You don't change the subject or look bored. This makes way more sense to me. Lesson 2. Stimming solidarity. Stimming is self-regulation, not something to hide. If your friend is stimming, you don't comment on it or make them self-conscious. She demonstrates various stims, hand flapping, rocking, humming. Your turn. What are your stims? I never thought about it. I bounce my leg a lot and I click pens. Acceptable stims, do them freely. This is so much better than trying to learn neurotypical social rules. Lesson 3. Honest communication. If you don't want to do something, say no. Don't hint or imply, just say no. If someone asks you to hang out and you don't want to, you say no thank you, I don't want to. Simple. Mind blown. Neurotypicals make everything complicated with implications and subtext. We're going to practice direct communication. She role-plays various scenarios where I have to be direct. I'm your coworker and I'm inviting you to a party you don't want to attend. No thanks, I don't like parties. Good. Clear and direct. Now I'm asking if you like my new haircut, but you hate it. It's not my preference? Too soft. Say I don't like it, but if you like it, that's what matters. We practice radical honesty for hours. I'm realizing I've been doing the neurotypical fake politeness thing my whole life and it's exhausting. That weekend we go to a local game store tournament, some indie card game with a small community. Maya wants to practice autistic socializing in the wild. The store is full of nerdy people, mostly guys, very chill atmosphere. We sit down for the tournament and get paired against different people. My opponent is this guy in his 30s, wearing an Ahegao hoodie, unironically. Nice deck, bro. Is that the meta build? Yeah, I copied it from Reddit. Based and efficiency pilled. Easiest conversation ever. We just talk about the game. I look over and Maya is playing against this girl with bright purple hair and a Hatsune Miku shirt. They're both info dumping about Vocaloid music between turns. Maya looks genuinely happy. No masking, just being herself. After the tournament, we hang around and people are talking about their interests. One guy is explaining his custom keyboard build in extreme detail. Another person is showing off their vintage Game Boy collection. Someone is debating the optimal strategy for speedrunning Ocarina of Time. Maya leans over and whispers, "These are my people." We stay for like 3 hours just hanging out. A group is forming to get dinner at a nearby ramen place. You guys want to come? Maya looks at me. I look at her. Yes, we both say. Dinner is chaotic, but good chaotic. Everyone's talking over each other about their interests. Nobody's making small talk. It's just pure nerdy enthusiasm. The girl with purple hair, her name is Jen, is telling Maya about her octopus tattoo. I got it because octopi are the most intelligent invertebrates, and I respect that. Maya's eyes light up. Did you know octopi can use tools and solve complex puzzles? They're instant friends, exchanging numbers and promising to share octopus facts. The guy in the Ahegao hoodie, who introduces himself as Dave, but everyone calls him Coomer, is telling me about his job. I'm a content moderator for an anime image board. Basically, I'm a glorified janitor deleting spam and gore all day. That sounds grim. It pays the bills and I work from home so I can goon in peace. Way too much information, dude. But everyone just laughs, nobody's judging. This is the first time I've hung out with a group of people and not felt exhausted. We leave around 10 p.m. Maya is stimming happily in the car. That was successful social interaction. We made friends. We really did. See, you don't need neurotypical social skills. You just need to find your people. She's right. I've been trying to fit in with the wrong crowd my whole life. Next few weeks, we hang out with the game store group regularly. They have a Discord server where everyone shares memes and plans meetups. Someone posts a cursed image at 2 a.m. and everyone reacts with increasingly unhinged comments. It's like 4chan, but with people you actually know. Dave Coomer posts about his latest ban from Reddit. They called me a janitor and I got offended because I'm actually a moderator, which is basically a janitor, but with less respect. Everyone dogpiles with janitor memes. Maya posts a 40-minute video essay about octopus intelligence in the general chat. Instead of ignoring it, 5 people watch it and have a detailed discussion. This is what friendship should be, Maya messages me. Christmas is getting closer and Maya's family wants to meet me. She's been dreading this. My parents don't understand my autism. They think it's something I can just turn off if I try hard enough. Do you want me there for moral support? Yes, but also I need to warn you, they're going to ask invasive questions and make assumptions about our relationship. Great. We drive to her parents' house 2 weeks before Christmas. It's a nice suburban home, very normal looking. Her mom opens the door with a huge fake smile. Maya, and you must be the boyfriend. Come in, come. In, immediate bad vibes. We sit in the living room and her mom brings cookies and coffee. Her dad comes in from his office, shakes my hand with a grip that's slightly too firm. So you're the young man dating our daughter. Here we go. Maya tells us you work at a data center. That's a good stable job. We make small talk. I'm using all the skills Maya taught me. Eye contact 60-70%, appropriate smile, asking follow-up questions. I'm passing the normal test, but I can see Maya getting tense. Her mom turns to her. Sweetie, why are you sitting like that? Sit up straight. Maya's been sitting cross-legged, slightly hunched, comfortable. She adjusts her posture and I can see her starting to mask. So, have you two thought about the future? Marriage? Kids? We've been dating for 3 months, lady. Chill. We're taking things slow, just enjoying spending time together. Her dad nods approvingly. That's smart. Maya's always been a bit impulsive with her interests. The way he says interests sounds dismissive. Maya's very focused and passionate. I think that's great. Her mom laughs. Oh, she's passionate, all right. She once spent 6 months only talking about sea creatures. We couldn't have a normal conversation. Maya's face is neutral, but her hands are clenched. I still find marine biology interesting. It's a valid scientific field. Of course, honey, but you have to admit you take things a bit far sometimes. I'm getting angry on Maya's behalf. I don't think having deep knowledge about topics is taking things far. I think it's impressive. Awkward silence. Her dad changes the subject. So what do you two do for fun? We play video games, watch anime, go to local game tournaments. Her mom makes a face. You play video games? Aren't you a bit old for that? I'm 26, not 50. Gaming is a legitimate hobby with a huge adult community. Well, yes, but don't you think you should have more productive hobbies? Maybe sports or networking? Maya speaks up. His hobbies are fine, we enjoy them together. Sweetie, I'm just saying you should encourage him to be more well-rounded. Remember when we tried to get you into tennis? I hated tennis. The ball was too loud and I couldn't predict where it would go. Her mom sighs like Maya's being difficult. We suffer through another hour of this before Maya announces we need to leave. Already? You just got here. I have work tomorrow and need to prepare. It's Saturday. She works from home. This is clearly an excuse. We say goodbye and get in the car. Maya's silent the entire drive. When we get back to my apartment, she goes straight for the couch burrito position. I hate visiting them. Your parents seem to not understand you at all. They think autism is a personality flaw I can fix with enough effort. They've never accepted that my brain works differently. She's not crying, but she looks exhausted. When I was a kid, they put me in so many social skills classes and therapies trying to make me normal. I learned to mask really well, but it never made them happy because I wasn't actually normal, just better at pretending. Damn, that explains a lot. Is that why you wanted to teach me social skills? Because that's what people did to you? She thinks about this. Maybe. I thought if I could help you mask better, you'd have an easier life. But that's stupid because masking is exhausting and you shouldn't have to. For what it's worth, I'm glad you taught me. Not because I need to be normal, but because understanding how neurotypical people think helps me avoid them better. She laughs a little. That's a very autistic reason to learn social skills. Learn from the best. We watch Cowboy Bebop for the rest of the night, her comfort show. She falls asleep during episode 5, still in her blanket burrito. I put a pillow under her head and keep watching. Around midnight, she wakes up. Did I fall asleep? Yeah, you were tired. I'm sorry, I'm being a terrible girlfriend. Maya, you fell asleep watching TV. That's normal human behavior. But I was supposed to be spending time with you. We are spending time together. You're just sleeping during the part of it. That's fine. She sits up, blanket still wrapped around her. I think I've been treating our relationship like a project instead of just enjoying it. Oh, she's having a realization. What do you mean? I made spreadsheets for optimal date planning. I scheduled social skills lessons. I created protocols for physical affection. I turned us into a system. I mean, I kind of like the structure. It takes the guesswork out. But relationships aren't supposed to be optimized. They're supposed to be messy and spontaneous. Says who? Neurotypical romance movies? She pauses. That's a good point. Why am I trying to have a neurotypical relationship when neither of us are neurotypical? Exactly. I like our structured dates and clear communication. It works for us. She unwraps from her blanket and moves closer. 3-second warning, I'm gonna hug you. I open my arms and she hugs me tight. Thank you for not expecting me to be someone I'm not. Same to you. We stay like that for a while. Eventually she pulls back. I have a new project idea. Oh boy. Instead of teaching you normie social skills, we should document autistic relationship strategies and share them online. Help other autistic people date. That's actually a cool idea. I'll make a blog with charts and graphs and protocols. She's excited now, stimming by flapping her hands. We can do like case studies and data analysis. She pulls out her phone and starts making notes immediately. I watch her work, completely in her element. Realize that this weird, structured, info dump-filled relationship is exactly what I need. No games, no hints, no wondering what she's thinking. Just direct communication and mutual respect for each other's weird interests. My face when my autistic girlfriend tried to teach me social skills, but ended up teaching me that normal social skills are overrated anyway. Be me. A few weeks after the disastrous parent visit, life has settled into a comfortable routine with Maya. We're at my apartment, and she's working on her blog project about autistic dating strategies. She's made like 50 pages of content already, complete with diagrams and statistical analysis. I surveyed 200 people on Reddit about their communication preferences, and the data is fascinating. She's in full research mode, hasn't looked up from her laptop in 2 hours. I'm playing Elden Ring and getting my ass kicked by Millennia for the 47th time. Why do you keep trying the same strategy when it clearly doesn't work? Because I'm stubborn and also bad at video games. That's inefficient. You should look up the optimal build. That's called cheating Maya. It's called using available resources intelligently. We have this argument every time I play a Souls game. My phone buzzes. It's a message from Dave in the group chat. Yo, anyone want to come to this anime convention next weekend? I'm cosplaying as Guts from Berserk. Several people react with skull emojis. Jen messages, I'm going as Miku. Maya, you should come. There's a whole section on marine biology and anime. Maya looks up from her laptop. Convention means crowds, loud noises, unpredictable social interactions. We don't have to go if you don't want to. She thinks about it, doing her calculation face. But there will be people with similar interests, structured vendor areas, and scheduled panels. It's controlled chaos. So is that a yes? Yes, but we're making a detailed plan with break times and escape routes. She pulls out her phone and starts making a spreadsheet immediately. Weekend arrives and we're at the convention center. It's exactly as chaotic as expected. Thousands of people in cosplay everywhere. Maya's wearing a casual Rei Ayanami outfit. Just the school uniform because elaborate cosplay involves too many uncomfortable materials. I'm wearing a boring Akatsuki cloak because it required zero effort. Dave shows up in full Guts armor that probably cost more than my car. How do you even move in that? I don't. I've already fallen over twice in the parking lot. Jen is with her girlfriend, both dressed as different Miku variants. We're doing a couple's cosplay. It's our third convention together. They're adorable, and also making me realize Maya and I should probably do a couple's cosplay at some point. We head inside and immediately get hit with the noise. Music blasting from every direction. People yelling. Vendor booths with employees shouting about deals. Maya puts in her loop earplugs. Sensory defense active. We follow her convention spreadsheet, hitting the vendor hall first during the planned low-traffic window. She's calculated the optimal path to see everything efficiently. We're browsing anime merch when Maya spots an entire booth dedicated to ocean-themed anime. They have a Watanohara and the Great Blue Sea art book. I have no idea what that is, but she's excited, so it must be good. She buys like $200 worth of ocean anime stuff, including a giant octopus plushie. This is necessary for my collection. The plushie is half her size. We're walking through Artist Alley when someone bumps into Maya hard. Her earplugs fall out, she drops her bag. The person doesn't even apologize, just keeps walking. Maya's breathing is getting faster. Too many people, too much noise, I need a break. According to her spreadsheet, we're not due for a break for another 45 minutes. Screw the spreadsheet, let's find somewhere quiet. We locate a stairwell that's mostly empty, sit down on the steps. She's rocking slightly, humming to regulate. I'm sorry, I thought I could handle this longer. Maya, you lasted 2 hours in convention chaos. That's impressive as hell. Dave finds us because he's been following our group chat location sharing. You guys okay? I saw you bolt. Just overstimulated, needed a break. He sits down with us, his armor clanking. Yeah, this convention is intense. I've been here 4 hours and I want to go home already, but I paid $300 for this armor, so I'm committing to the bit. We sit in the stairwell for 20 minutes just decompressing. Other people start finding our quiet spot, and soon there's like 8 convention goers just sitting in silence. It's like we accidentally created a designated quiet zone. Someone pulls out a Nintendo Switch and starts playing Mario Kart. Someone else pulls out their phone and connects. Suddenly we have an impromptu Mario Kart tournament in the stairwell. Maya watches with interest. This is superior to the main convention. Controlled environment, self-selected group, shared activity. We spend the next hour in stairwell paradise. Eventually we rejoin the main convention for a panel about animation techniques. It's in a dark, quiet room with assigned seating, perfect for Maya. She takes notes throughout the entire presentation. Afterwards there's a Q&A and Maya's hand shoots up. How do you maintain consistency in character design across different animators while accounting for individual artistic interpretation? The panelists look impressed. They give a detailed answer, and Maya asks 2 follow-up questions. She's in her element when she can ask specific technical questions. We leave the panel and she's stimming happily. That was informative. I learned 3 new techniques for analyzing animation quality. We meet back up with the group for lunch at the convention center food court. It's chaos. Every table is full. The noise is incredible. We end up sitting on the floor against a wall because there's literally nowhere else, eating mediocre, overpriced food while people in elaborate cosplay walk by. Some guy dressed as DIO stops and poses. You thought your first kiss would be from a loving partner, but it was me, DIO. Nobody asked, but okay, dude. Dave stands up in his guts armor and poses back. Your next line is, I've been defeated by a stronger stand user. The Dio cosplayer cracks up. Holy crap, that armor is sick, bro. They start talking about Berserk and JoJo while we eat. Maya leans over to me. I don't understand the appeal of JoJo's bizarre adventure. The plot is inconsistent and the power system makes no logical sense. Jen overhears this. That's the point. It's bizarre. It's in the title. But internal consistency is important for narrative coherence. They start debating anime logic while I'm just trying to eat my $15 chicken tenders. After lunch, we hit the dealer's hall. It's even more crowded than the vendor area. Maya's following her spreadsheet path when she spots something. A booth selling vintage synthesizers and electronic music equipment. Her special interest senses are tingling. She makes a beeline for the booth, starts examining everything. The vendor is this older guy with a massive beard. You know your stuff. These are all vintage Roland and Korg models from the 80s. The Jupiter 8 is considered the gold standard for analog polysynths, but the Juno 106 has a warmer sound character that's preferable for certain applications. They're speaking a language I don't understand. Maya's asking technical questions about oscillators and filters. The vendor is thrilled to have someone who actually knows what they're talking about. Most people just think they look cool. They don't appreciate the engineering. The engineering is the point. Modern digital synths can't replicate the analog warmth. I'm watching my girlfriend absolutely nerd out about synthesizers. She doesn't buy anything because they're all like 2,000 plus, but she's happy just talking about them. We're leaving the booth when someone in an Asuka cosplay bumps into her again. Watch where you're going. Excuse me, what? Maya was standing still. This person walked into her. You bumped into me. Perhaps you should watch where you're going. Oh shit. Maya's in argument mode. The Asuka cosplayer scoffs. Whatever, weirdo. I'm weird? You're dressed as a fictional 14-year-old character and acting like her personality is aspirational. Damn, Maya. I'm trying not to laugh. The cosplayer looks offended and walks away. Why do people never apologize when they're clearly at fault? Because admitting fault is hard for people with fragile egos. That's stupid. If you make a mistake, you should acknowledge it. We continue through the dealer hall. Dave catches up to us. He witnessed the Asuka incident. Dude, Maya just murdered that person with words. She had it coming. I was simply stating facts. We're browsing manga when Maya spots a booth selling marine biology textbooks and ocean documentary DVDs. Why is this here? This isn't anime related. The vendor explains that ocean documentaries influenced a lot of anime. Studio Ghibli's Ponyo was directly inspired by marine biology. Maya's eyes light up. Ponyo depicts jellyfish bioluminescence with remarkable accuracy for an animated film. She buys 3 textbooks and a documentary series about deep-sea creatures. Her bag is getting heavy, so I offer to carry stuff. I can carry my own items. I know you can, but my hands are empty and yours are full. It's just efficient. She considers this logic and hands me the octopus plushie. We're walking around when we pass the artist alley again. There's an artist doing commission sketches. Their style is really good, kind of retro anime aesthetic. We should get a commission of us. Maya looks uncertain. I don't like how I look in drawings. Artists always make me look too neurotypical. What if you tell them exactly how you want to be drawn? She thinks about it. Acceptable compromise. We approach the artist. Maya pulls out her phone with reference images. I want to be drawn stimming, specifically hand flapping, with my loop earplugs visible, wearing my comfortable clothes, not some idealized outfit. The artist looks surprised but intrigued. I love that. So many people want me to make them look like generic anime characters. This is way more interesting. Maya gives extremely specific directions about posture, expression, and details. The artist is sketching while nodding along. 30 minutes later, we have a commissioned piece. It's actually perfect. The artist captured Maya's actual personality instead of some sanitized version. She's drawn mid-stim with a genuine smile, and I'm next to her, making an awkward peace sign. This is accurate representation. I'm purchasing this. We're walking away when I notice Maya's smiling at the drawing. You really like it, huh? It's the first time someone drew me as I actually am, instead of how they think I should be. That hits different. We're supposed to meet the group for a cosplay meetup, but Maya's getting tired. I've hit my social interaction limit. I need to go home. We say goodbye to everyone and head out. Dave is trying to figure out how to get his armor into his car. I didn't think about the logistics of this. We leave him struggling in the parking lot. On the drive home, Maya's processing the day. That was successful overall. I had 1 meltdown, 1 argument, and multiple positive interactions. You're rating your social performance? How else do I know if I'm improving? Maya, socializing isn't a score-based system. Everything is a score-based system if you track it properly. Can't argue with that logic. We get home and she immediately changes into her comfort clothes, oversized hoodie and soft pants, the uniform of indoor peace. She puts on her ocean documentary and assumes burrito position. I join her on the couch. Do you want to talk about the convention or just decompress? Decompress first, talk later. We watch 2 episodes in comfortable silence. Her phone keeps buzzing with messages from the group chat. Everyone's sharing photos and memes from the convention. Dave posted a picture of himself stuck in his car, still wearing the armor. Send help, I've been here for 30 minutes. The group is roasting him mercilessly. Jen, this is what happens when you cosplay without an exit strategy. Someone else. My man really thought he could drive in medieval armor. Maya's reading the messages and actually laughing. I like our friend group. They're mean to each other in an affectionate way. Yeah, they roast each other, but it's not actually cruel. It's the opposite of how neurotypicals do fake niceness. She's got a point. Neurotypical politeness is exhausting. Later that night, she's working on her blog again. I'm writing about today's convention experience as a case study in autistic social navigation. She's typing rapidly, completely focused. The key finding is that preparation helps, but flexibility is also necessary when sensory overload occurs. She's treating our relationship and social life like a research project, but honestly, it works. My phone rings. It's my mom. Haven't talked to her in a few weeks. Hey, sweetie, how are you? Are you eating well? Getting enough sleep? Standard mom questions. I'm good, Mom. Work's fine. Life's fine. Are you seeing anyone? You know your cousin just got engaged? Here we go. Actually, yeah, I have a girlfriend. Excited mom noises. Oh, wonderful. What's she like? What does she do? Her name's Maya. She does data analysis from home. She's really into marine biology and synthesizers. That's nice, dear. You should bring her to Christmas dinner. Oh no. I'll have to ask her. She's not great with big family gatherings. Nonsense. Everyone loves family gatherings. Besides, your aunt has been asking about you. My aunt is the most judgmental person alive. I'll talk to Maya about it and let you know. We chat for a few more minutes before hanging up. Maya heard the whole conversation. Your mom wants me to come to Christmas dinner? Yeah, but we don't have to go if you don't want to. She's doing her thinking face. How many people? Usually like 20, 25. It's at my aunt's house. Lots of noise and chaos. That sounds terrible. Yeah, it kind of is. But it's important to you? I mean, it's family tradition, but honestly, I don't even like going most years. She considers this. We should go. I need to practice family gathering scenarios for my research. Maya, you don't have to treat everything like research. But that's how I process experiences. If it's for research, it feels less overwhelming. Can't argue with her coping mechanisms. Okay, but the second you want to leave, we leave, no questions asked. Acceptable terms. She adds it to her calendar with multiple reminder alerts. Week goes by and the group chat is planning a game night at Dave's apartment. I'm hosting because my place is bigger and also I have every retro console known to man. The guy's a collector, apparently. Friday night, we show up at Dave's place. He wasn't kidding about the retro consoles. His living room looks like a game store. Organized shelves of games, multiple CRTs set up. Welcome to my domain. We have snacks, we have games, we have Mountain Dew and Regret. There's like 12 people here, all from the convention group. Jen and her girlfriend are already playing Mario Party. Someone else is speedrunning Super Metroid in the corner. Dave's showing off his collection to anyone who'll listen. This is my complete Pokemon game collection, every single game including the weird Japanese exclusives. That must have cost thousands. Don't remind me, I can't afford rent, but at least I have Pokemon Box, Ruby, and Sapphire. Priorities, I guess. Maya's examining his setup with interest. This is well organized. You have them sorted by console generation and release date. Finally, someone who appreciates the system. They bond over organizational strategies for game collections. We rotate through different games all night. Someone suggests we play Smash Bros. Tournament style. Maya doesn't usually play fighting games, but decides to try. She picks Kirby because he's pink and round and non-threatening, proceeds to absolutely destroy everyone. Turns out her pattern recognition skills make her incredible at fighting games. You just need to learn the frame data and optimal punish options. She's beaten like 8 people in a row. Dave's legitimately impressed. How are you this good if you never play? I watched tournament footage while eating lunch this week and memorized the optimal strategies. Of course she did. She finally loses to Jen's girlfriend, who's apparently a competitive player. Good game. Your spacing is optimal, but you're not mixing up your approach options enough. They start talking about frame data and tier lists. I'm watching my girlfriend become a fighting game analyst in real time. Around midnight, people start leaving. Maya's still going strong. She's in special interest mode. She and Dave are discussing the history of arcade games. The golden age of arcade games was 1978 to 1986. After that, home consoles became too competitive. But arcade games had better hardware specs until the mid-90s. This debate continues for 40 minutes. Eventually, it's just us, Dave, and Jen left. We're playing Mario Kart 64 and just vibing. This is nice, just hanging out without any pressure, Dave agrees. Yeah, most social situations are exhausting because people expect you to perform, but this is just existing together. Parallel play, but for adults. Maya's coined a new term. We leave around 2 a.m. Maya's tired but happy. That was good social interaction. Everyone respected boundaries and shared interests. This is what friendship is supposed to be like. Correct. Next week is Christmas, and Maya's preparing like it's a military operation. She's made a dossier on my family members based on information I've given her. Your Aunt Linda is judgmental and asks invasive questions. Strategy is to give short, non-committal answers. Your cousin Mike works in finance and likes to brag. Strategy is to let him talk and occasionally nod. Your mom means well but doesn't understand. Boundaries. Strategy is to redirect personal questions to neutral topics. She's literally made trading cards of my family members with stats and strategies. Maya, this is insane. This is prepared. There's a difference. Can't argue with results, I guess. Christmas Day arrives and we're driving to my aunt's house. Maya's wearing a nice sweater but kept her comfortable pants. I'm compromising on appearance standards but maintaining sensory comfort. She's got her earplugs in her pocket just in case. We pull up and there's already like 15 cars there. Remember, we can leave whenever you want. I'm prepared for a 3-hour maximum exposure time. She set a timer on her watch. We walk in and immediately get hit with noise and smells. Christmas music playing, people talking loudly, food cooking, kids screaming. My mom spots us immediately. There you are, and this must be Maya. She hugs me, then moves to hug Maya. Maya puts her hand out for a handshake instead. Nice to meet you. I prefer handshakes to hugs with people I don't know well. My mom looks surprised but shakes her hand. Oh well, okay, that's fine, dear. First interaction successful. My Aunt Linda approaches with her judgy face already on. So you're the girlfriend. What do you do for work? I'm a data analyst for medical research. Oh, that's nice. Are you planning to go back to school? Get a more advanced degree? No, I'm satisfied with my current position. Linda looks like she wants to push, but Maya's already moved on, examining the Christmas decorations. My cousin Mike shows up with his rehearsed conversation starters. So I just closed a major deal, 6-figure commission, pretty solid quarter for me. That's good for you? Maya's using her short response strategy. Mike looks disappointed that she's not asking the follow-up questions. We navigate through the family meet and greet. Maya's doing surprisingly well, using all her masking skills, but I can see her stimming more, tapping her fingers rapidly against her leg. We sit down for dinner and it's chaos. 20 people talking at once, dishes being passed around, multiple conversations happening. Maya's next to me. I can see her getting overwhelmed. She puts in one earplug discreetly on the side away from my family. My aunt notices. What's in your ear, dear? Earplug. The noise level is uncomfortable. Everyone goes quiet for a second. My mom tries to smooth it over. Oh, Maya's just sensitive to noise. I'm autistic and have sensory processing differences. I'm not sensitive. My auditory processing is just different. Dead silence. Oh no, she's being direct instead of masking. My Aunt Linda gets that look. Well, aren't you honest? Most people wouldn't just announce that. Why not? It's a neurological difference, not something to hide. I'm ready to intervene, but my cousin's wife speaks up. I think that's great. My nephew is autistic and we're trying to teach him to be proud of who he is. She and Maya start talking about autism acceptance. Crisis averted. Dinner continues and people are asking Maya questions about her work. She answers directly and factually, no small talk padding. Some people seem put off, but others appreciate it. My mom asks about our relationship. So how did you two meet? At a game store, I was correcting mislabeled merchandise, and he was buying Persona games. My aunt can't resist. You young people and your video games, don't you have more productive hobbies? Oh, here we go. Maya doesn't miss a beat. Video games improve cognitive flexibility, problem-solving skills, and hand-eye coordination. There are numerous peer-reviewed studies supporting their benefits. Well, yes, but don't you think there should be balance? I have balance. I also study synthesizers and marine biology. That's 3 different fields of interest. My aunt looks like she wants to argue but can't find an angle. I'm trying not to laugh. After dinner, people are hanging out in various rooms. Kids are running around, adults are talking and drinking. Maya checks her watch. 2 hours down, 1 to go on her timer. We're sitting on the couch when one of my younger cousins approaches. What's that? Pointing at Maya's earplug. It's an earplug. It reduces noise without blocking it completely. Why do you need it? Because my brain processes sound differently and too much noise is painful. The kid thinks about this. That makes sense. Sometimes the noise hurts my ears too. They start talking and Maya's more comfortable with the kid than any of the adults. Kids are direct and ask genuine questions without judgment. My mom comes over. She's good with children. Please don't start asking about grandkids. Do you want kids someday? Called it. Maya answers without hesitation. I haven't decided. Children are a significant life commitment that requires careful consideration. My mom looks disappointed but accepts it. We're at the 2-hour, 45-minute mark when Maya stands up. I need to leave now. I've hit my limit. She's not being rude, just direct. We say our goodbyes. My family's a bit confused by the sudden exit. My mom hugs me. She's interesting, very direct. That's one way to put it. We get in the car and Maya immediately takes out her earplugs and sighs with relief. That was exhausting but successful. I made it almost 3 hours. You did great. You even handled my aunt's passive-aggressive questions. She reminds me of my parents, trying to imply I should be different without directly saying it. We drive home in comfortable silence. She's processing the experience, staring out the window. Your family is tolerable. Some of them are actually nice. High praise from Maya. Your mom kept looking at me weird, though. She's probably just trying to figure you out. She's not used to people being so direct. Being indirect is inefficient. Can't argue with that. We get home and she goes straight for the couch. I need to decompress for several hours. She puts on her ocean documentary and wraps up in her blanket. I sit with her, not talking, just being present. After an episode, she speaks. Thank you for not making me stay longer when I reached my limit. Of course, we had a deal. Most people would have been upset or embarrassed. Your comfort is more important than my family's expectations. She reaches out and holds my hand. Rare, unprompted physical affection from Maya. We watch 3 more episodes before she falls asleep. I stay with her, watching the screen show various deep-sea creatures. Realize that this is the most comfortable relationship I've ever had. No guessing, no games, no hidden expectations. Just 2 people being honest about their needs and respecting each other's boundaries. My phone buzzes. It's a text from my mom. "She's lovely, dear. Very unique. I can tell she cares about you." Mom approval achieved. Maya wakes up around 10 p.m. "Did I fall asleep?" "Yeah, you were tired. I dreamed about octopi playing synthesizers. It was very peaceful." Of course she did. She sits up, still holding her blanket around her. "I'm updating my blog with today's experience, family gathering survival strategies." She pulls out her laptop and starts typing. I watch her work, completely in her zone. "Do you think we're a weird couple?" She looks at me. "Obviously we're weird, but weird isn't bad. Weird is just different from average. Would you rather be normal?" She thinks about this seriously. "No, being normal seems exhausting and fake. I'd rather be authentically weird with someone who accepts that." Best answer possible. She goes back to typing. I grab my controller and boot up Elden Ring. Still haven't beaten Millennia. "You're still using the wrong build." "Maya, I swear if you backseat game me right now." "I'm providing constructive criticism." "You're being a gaming elitist." She laughs. Actual genuine laughter. "Fine, struggle against Millennia for another 47 attempts. See if I care." "I will, and I'll do it with dignity." I die again immediately. So much dignity. She's roasting me now. "You know what? You try it." "Fine." She takes the controller, studies the boss pattern for 3 attempts, then beats Millennia on her 4th try. It's all about pattern recognition and optimal dodge timing. I'm being destroyed by my girlfriend's gaming superiority. This is humiliating. This is educational. You can learn from my example. The audacity. We play games together for the rest of the night. She's better at most of them because of her pattern recognition, but I'm better at games that require creativity and improvisation. You're good at sandbox games where there's no optimal solution. You think outside the system. Is that your way of saying I'm chaotic? Chaotic neutral at best. We're talking in D&D alignment terms now. Around 2 a.m. we're both exhausted. I should go home. Or you could stay over. I have a guest room. We haven't done a sleepover yet. Would that be acceptable? Didn't bring my routine items. I have spare toothbrushes and you can wear my clothes to sleep in. She considers this. Okay, but I need my white noise app and I sleep in a very specific position. That's fine, the guest room is all yours. She sets up the room exactly how she needs it. Arranges the pillows, sets up her white noise, puts her phone charger in the exact spot. This is acceptable sleeping conditions. We say goodnight and go to our separate rooms. I'm lying in bed when I hear her humming through the wall. She hums when she's content. Fall asleep feeling weirdly happy about this weird relationship. That feeling when your autistic girlfriend roasts you for being bad at video games, survives meeting your family, and stays over for the first time all in 1 week. Be me. It's been 6 months dating Maya, and life is genuinely good. Her blog about autistic dating strategies has blown up. She's got like 50K followers now. People message her constantly asking for advice. Someone asked if they should tell their partner about their special interests on the first date. Obviously, yes, filtering for compatibility is efficient. She's become an accidental relationship guru for neurodivergent people. One day she gets a message that makes her excited. There's an autism conference in the city next month and they want me to speak about relationship communication. Holy crap, that's huge. Are you going to do it? Obviously. I have data, I have graphs, I have a comprehensive presentation ready. She's already made a presentation, apparently. When did you make that? 2 months ago, I knew this opportunity would eventually arise. Always prepared, that's my girlfriend. She spends the next few weeks perfecting her presentation, shows it to me like 15 times, asking for feedback. It's incredibly detailed, maybe too detailed. Maya, this is 200 slides. I have a lot of information to convey. You have 45 minutes to speak. She reluctantly cuts it down to 80 slides. Still too many, but better. The friend group is being supportive. Dave offers to help with tech setup. I may be a degenerate 4chan janitor, but I'm good with AV equipment. Jen offers to practice with her. I do presentations at work all the time. I can give you tips. Maya practices her speech in front of everyone. She's good, but extremely monotone. You need to add some vocal variation, emphasize important points. But that's not authentic to how I speak. It's not about being fake, it's about keeping the audience engaged. Maya reluctantly adds some vocal inflection to key points. Sounds slightly robotic, but it works. Conference day arrives and she's nervous. What if I stim on stage? What if I lose my place? What if someone asks a question I haven't prepared for? Then you stim, you find your place, and you say you need to research that question. She's dressed professionally, but kept her comfortable shoes. Compromise between presentation standards and sensory needs. We get to the conference center, and it's full of neurodivergent people and allies. Immediate different vibe from the anime convention. People are stimming openly, there's quiet spaces marked clearly, sensory accommodations everywhere. This is ideal conference setup. She's visibly more relaxed. We check in and she gets her speaker badge. Her presentation is scheduled for 2 p.m. Of course it's at 2 p.m., the universe knows her schedule. We attend other panels while waiting. One about workplace accommodations, another about autistic joy. Maya's taking notes on everything. I'm learning so much about community building. 1:45 p.m. And she needs to get ready. I walk her to the presentation room. It's a decent-sized space, maybe seats 150 people. It's filling up fast. There's so many people, Lenny. They're here because they want to hear what you have to say. She takes a deep breath. Okay, I can do this. I've prepared extensively. I take a seat in the front row for moral support. Dave, Jen, and some others from the group showed up too. 2 p.m. hits and the moderator introduces Maya. She walks up to the podium, visibly anxious but determined, starts her presentation, and immediately gets into her element. Communication in relationships requires clarity and direct expression. Yet neurotypical social norms often prioritize implication over explicit statement. She's presenting her data, showing graphs of communication satisfaction. The audience is engaged, people are nodding, taking notes. She explains her relationship strategies with me as case studies. My partner and I negotiate physical affection with clear verbal consent, eliminating guesswork and anxiety. Some people laugh, but in agreement. She's about 20 minutes in when she starts stimming on the stage, tapping her fingers on the podium rhythmically. She notices and stops herself, then visibly decides screw it and keeps stimming. As I was saying, accommodating each other's sensory needs creates mutual respect. The audience appreciates the authenticity. She finishes her presentation and opens for questions. Hands shoot up immediately. Someone asks about handling family who don't understand autism. Set clear boundaries and be willing to enforce them. Family relationship doesn't entitle people to disrespect your needs. Another person asks about dating while masking. Don't. Masking attracts people who like the mask, not you. When the mask inevitably drops, the relationship fails. She's dropping wisdom bombs. Final question comes from someone who asks if autistic people can have successful relationships. Maya gets slightly emotional. Autistic people have been having successful relationships forever. Society just pathologizes our communication style. We're not broken, we're different, and different isn't less than. The room erupts in applause. She looks surprised by the response. Presentation ends and people swarm her with questions and appreciation. Your presentation validated everything I've been feeling. I'm going to use your strategies with my partner. Thank you for being honest about stimming. I always hide it. Maya's overwhelmed but happy. We extract her after 30 minutes because she's hit her social limit. Find a quiet room and she collapses into a chair. That was terrifying and amazing. You killed it. People loved your presentation. They actually listened and understood. She's processing, stimming by rocking slightly. Our friends find us and congratulate her. Dude, you were like a professor up there, spitting facts, Dave says. The data was compelling, Jen adds. We hang out at the conference for another hour, then head out. That night, Maya's phone is blowing up. People are messaging her. The conference posted her presentation online. It's getting shared everywhere. I'm going viral in the autism community. Her follower count is jumping by hundreds. She's reading comments and tearing up. People are saying I helped them understand themselves better, watching her realize she's making an actual impact. She curls up next to me on the couch. Rare initiated physical contact. Thank you for supporting this. I couldn't have done it without you. You did all the work. I just showed up. You showed up. That's the important part. We sit there while she reads more messages. One message makes her pause. Someone's asking if I do consulting for couples. Do you want to? She thinks about it. Maybe. I'd need to set clear boundaries and schedules, but I think I could help people. Entrepreneur Maya is emerging. Over the next few weeks, she sets up a consulting service. Structured sessions, clear protocols, all done via video call to avoid sensory issues. She's helping like 10 couples navigate neurodivergent relationships. This is fulfilling work. I'm using my skills to help people. She's found her calling accidentally. Meanwhile, our relationship has settled into comfortable routine. We see each other most days, either at her place or mine. The friend group hangs out weekly. Dave got promoted from 4chan janitor to moderator. He's moving up in the world. More power, same lack of respect, but hey, I get paid slightly more. Jen and her girlfriend got engaged. You two are next, they joke. Maya and I haven't talked about marriage. Seems too soon, even though things are great. One night, we're watching Cowboy Bebop for the dozenth time. She's in her comfort position. I'm just existing nearby. Do you ever think about the future? She asks suddenly. Sometimes. Why? I'm wondering if this relationship has long-term viability. Most Maya question ever. Do you want it to? Yes, you're compatible with me in ways I didn't think were possible. Same. You get me in a way nobody else does. She's quiet for a moment. I don't know if I want traditional relationship milestones, marriage and kids and house in suburbs. Okay, what do you want? I want to keep doing what we're doing, hanging out, pursuing our interests, supporting each other, maybe get a cat. That sounds perfect, honestly. You don't want the traditional stuff either? Maya, I'm a night shift data center worker who spends his free time playing old JRPGs and watching anime. Do I seem like a traditional guy? She laughs. Valid point. We agree to just keep being us. No pressure for conventional milestones. A few months later, Maya's consulting business is thriving. She's hired an assistant to help manage scheduling. I have too many clients. I need to optimize my time. She's making actual good money doing something she loves. I got promoted at work too. Day shift now with better pay. We're both leveling up, Dave says when we tell the group. We're at one of our regular game nights. Everyone's playing Mario Kart and talking about life. Jen's planning her wedding, asking for input. Should we do a traditional ceremony or something more casual? Do what makes you happy. Screw tradition, Maya says. They're doing a gaming-themed wedding, apparently. Our cake topper is us as Minecraft characters. Perfect for them. The night wanes down and people start leaving. Maya and I are the last ones at Dave's place. You two are like the most stable couple I know, he says. We just communicate clearly and respect boundaries. Yeah, but that's like relationship hard mode for most people. He's not wrong. We leave, and Maya's humming in the car. Happy stim. Today was good. Optimal social interaction achieved. Still rating your social performance? Always. How else do I track improvement? We get back to my place. She's been staying over more often, has her own drawer of stuff now. We've basically moved in together without officially deciding to. She's setting up her sleeping routine when she stops. I think I love you, says it like she's commenting on the weather. You think or you know? I know, but the phrasing felt less intense. Classic Maya. I love you too, have for a while now. Why didn't you say anything? Wanted you to say it first, didn't want to pressure you. She considers this. That's considerate, but also we should work on saying things when we feel them. Noted. She goes back to her routine like nothing happened. But I can see her smiling. Lie in bed thinking about how this relationship works. No games, no hidden meanings, just two people being honest. Maya pokes her head into my room. I forgot to give you the 3-second warning for the hug earlier. It's fine, spontaneous hugs are acceptable from you now. Updating protocols. She goes back to her room. Fall asleep feeling content. A few weeks later, we're at the game store where we met, browsing new releases and used games. The same employee who looked dead inside when Maya corrected labels is working. He recognizes us. Oh hey, you two still together? Obviously, Maya says. That's cool. Most couples I see in here break up. You guys seem solid. We're apparently the stable game store couple. Maya's examining the anime section. They mislabeled this again. Some things never change. She corrects it herself this time. The employee doesn't even care anymore. We buy our games and leave. Walking to the car when Maya stops. This is where it started. The game store? Yes, I was organizing anime Blu-rays, and you were buying Persona games, and now we're here. She's being sentimental in her own way. Best place to meet honestly. Filtered for compatible interests immediately. Efficient and effective. We get in the car. So what now? I ask. Now we go home. I work on client sessions. You play video games badly. We exist together. Sounds perfect. Driving home and I'm thinking about the journey. Started with Maya trying to teach me social skills. Ended with both of us learning that we didn't need fixing. We just needed to find people who appreciated us as we are. The friend group, the autism community, Each other. Turns out the best social skill is being authentic and finding your people. We get home and fall into our routine. She's on her laptop working, I'm playing games, completely comfortable silence. This is what relationship goals should actually be. Not fancy dates or grand gestures, just two people who understand each other existing in the same space. Maya looks up from her laptop. I'm writing a book. About what? Autistic relationship guide, comprehensive strategies and case studies. Of course she is. Want me to read chapters as you write them? Yes, I need quality control from someone who lived the experience. Back to typing immediately. I'm watching her work and realizing this is it. This is the relationship I want forever. Structured but flexible, honest but kind, weird but authentic. My phone buzzes. It's the group chat. Dave. Next game night is at my place, bringing my moderation horror stories. Jen. Wedding invites going out next week, BTW. Everyone's living their best lives. Maya's presentation led to speaking opportunities at other conferences. Her consulting business is booked solid. She's working on her book and somehow still makes time for our routine. Saturday 2 p.m. dates, nightly calls, game nights with friends, ocean documentaries. The structure that works for us. Later that night, we're watching her comfort show. She's in burrito mode. I'm on the other end of the couch. Hey, Maya? Yes? Thanks for trying to teach me social skills even though I didn't need them. Thanks for letting me try, even though it was unnecessary. We're both ridiculous. Correct, but we're ridiculous together. She reaches out and holds my hand. We watch octopi swim across the screen. She starts narrating facts automatically. Octopi have blue blood because of copper-based hemocyanin instead of iron-based hemoglobin. I've heard this fact 100 times. Never gets old. This is my life now. Dating an autistic woman who tried to teach me social skills taught me something better instead. That being yourself is the best social strategy. That finding your people matters more than fitting in. That love doesn't have to look like movies and TV shows. It can look like spreadsheets and timer warnings and parallel play. And honestly, that's way better. My face when I thought I needed social skills, but actually just needed someone who accepted my lack thereof.